Hi, whoever's watching this. I just wanted to talk about this paint job that I've got and point out the things that I find are still deficient and problems. I still, unfortunately, feel that a lot of it was due to the prep work, so I don't necessarily think it was done right. And so the paint job, while it looks pretty, has some problem areas, and I'll point them out. So here's the house again. It looks very nice. But one of the areas I had pointed out when they were still working on it was that they didn't use the scraper to go along the under edge here. And if we look, there's the whole house all the way around is dealing with things like this, where this piece of paint is got a crack, and the moisture is going to be able to get underneath that. And if I could flick that right off. I don't want to. I'll show you some more that are already broken off. So if we look pretty much all the way around the house, under the edge of this weatherboard, you have something like this, where the stuff is already breaking away. More. And you can just see that there's a lot of this material that's left, all under these boards. So it wasn't, they didn't drag that scraper along there. And I mean, these gaps like this are completely wide open, and the moisture is totally going to get behind there and start rotting these boards out. The other concern I had was that I don't feel like that they pulled out the old caulk before they added new material. So there's a lot of places here in the corners where there's already big gaps that the water is going to get behind. So here you can see this very large section all the way around is all open. So that kind of thing, that's pretty much everywhere. I'll show some more of that. Another thing that I had a real problem with was the glazing, the quality of the glazing. This is an example. This is their finished, or the finished work. You can see that it's just completely messy and it's sunken in. I don't know if they missed this one, but over here you can see they've added more material, but they did paint it before it was dry, so it's all cracked and shrinking. So that paint isn't good. But you can see that this is what the glazing looks like. It's pretty sloppy. And they had painted all the windows shut, but I think they've gotten all of them open. They told me they got all of them open. This one was clearly still painted shut, so I'll have to take care of that. Here's some more good examples of the caulk being really old and bad. This stuff is built up, and there's just big gaps underneath there that the water's going to get behind. So the old caulk wasn't removed. Here's more of the old paint left underneath that's flaking away already. So these are my concerns. Here's a section of the paint where pretty spread throughout is places where this old paint was left, and now it's pulling away already. Here's a big area. You can actually get a good idea of the glazing being bad from the inside. Look at this. Look how much over they came on. I mean, this is the edge of the frame, and then this is the extent of that glazing. So I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Here's more areas, and I specifically pointed these out over and over again by the back door, that these sections were really bad and built up with the caulk. I mean, there's a 1/8 inch gap right there for the water to just pour in, and on and up and up as you go all around. It's just really bad. Look at these big holes. It's like the water can go in. I mean, here on this side, it's lifted. This paint is already pulled off. this kind of stuff. They're also supposed to repair the window frames, and here I think they replaced this board, but this board is broken. I don't know if that was important. This board is broken. I don't know if that's important, but here's just another shot of this glazing. Look how crooked and wobbly that is. So I'm on the complete other side of the house, and here you have paint that's pulling up on the under edge, and then I don't know, this bubble here, it's actually open at the top, so that's a piece of something that's about to fall off. Just so those are my concerns. I'd like to have taken care of. I'm wanting to see this paint job done correctly, properly, the first time. I don't want to rely on the warranty to have to come back and fix these things later. But so I have the three things: the glazing, the peeling paint that's on the edges, the old stuff wasn't done right, and the caulking in the corners. Those are the primary three things. I'm not a paint expert. I don't understand why I need to be the paint expert. I would just like an expert paint job. Thank you.